Even as housing prices skyrocket across the country, Canadians are looking for ways to take on the debt necessary to own a home. Mortgages make up the lion's share of Canadians' household debt, and it's only getting harder to finance.
I have noticed a big difference in I used to see a lot more friends purchasing homes. It's pretty rare now.
Kate Madower is a nurse.
I'm a single income right now, so I'm just doing my little rent right now and putting money aside, but that has become more challenging.
The problem, Canada's population growth has made housing more scarce and unaffordable.
There's a lot of debt going into buying housing, and that's because there's not a lot of housing available. So we need a dramatic increase in housing supply in order to try and address this. People are just paying too much for housing.
Canadians' capacity and willingness to finance debt is almost unparalleled. Among G7 countries, as far back as 2010, Canada had the greatest household debt, 95% as a share of GDP. By 2021, household debt for some countries has climbed, though for those closest to Canada's levels, the US and the UK, the percentage has dropped. Yet in Canada, the numbers have shot up to 107% as a share of GDP. In other words, Canada's household debt is greater than the size of the country's entire economy. And with the sharp rise in interest rates, Canadians are facing even higher levels of debt.
They benefited for a long period of time from very low interest rates without having taken this sort of hit to their balance sheet. But now they're feeling the impact of that decade and a half of debt accumulation now coming up against higher interest rates and the impact that's having on their household budgets.
Next, imagine if there's a global downturn in the economy. Not something CMHC is predicting, but many Canadians are ill prepared to pay their debts if they lose their jobs.
If the economy goes south, handling or paying off all of this debt is going to be extremely painful and will be a severe problem for the Canadian economy.
How to deal with mounting debt?
I would say definitely being more strict in budgeting.
So minimize spending and maybe hold on to your money for now, says Cole Knocker.
Someone who's looking to save for a house, honest to God, wait. I would just wait.
Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.